boys and girls in primary 5, 6 and 7, and welcome back to another week of Science Online, STEM Online. And this week it's not really STEM, to be fair, it's kind of more healthy STEM, healthy science that we're going to look at. So our theme this week is for Health Week, hence the health focus, and a couple of things for you to think about, comment on. You don't have to try anything at home, it's just ideas and thoughts and opinions and what you think. So here's what we're looking at today: sugar. This stuff here you will find everywhere. Okay, it's in this, it's in that, and you're always told it's bad for you. Now, you're probably old enough to know now too much sugar is bad for you. So what is the problem with sugar? Well, it can cause obesity. If you have too much of it, the sugar turns into fat in your body and can cause obesity, causing tooth decay. Obviously your teeth, we've got to take care of them. So healthy things there to watch out for, and keeping down how much we have. But that raises the question, how much is too much? So there's your first question. How many grams of sugar do you think you are meant to have in a day? Now, lots of different figures online, but let's just go with what the NHS say. They are health people, and they have a number. Have a guess. What do you think? So, for example, this Diet Coke here has 0 calories. Okay, 0 sugar, 0 calories. This Coke, it's full fat Coke, and it has 35 grams of sugar in it. So think of it that way. Does that give you an idea of how many you're allowed a day? Hopefully. Now, on the table here, I have some different things we're going to look at linked to sugar. And the middle one here is sugar. These other things are something else entirely. So I'm going to come to that in a second. First question though, as I say, and I've got it written on this board, how many grams of sugar are you meant to have in a day? Have too many, bad for your teeth, you can gain weight, and you're like some more some days and less other days, so it balances out overall. But if you have too much day after day after day, it causes problems. So how much are we meant to have as a maximum every day? Second thing, we're going to look at these things. These things are sweeteners. These are used instead of sugar, because sugar, as I just said, can be bad for you. So we're going to have a closer look at these. I'm going to zoom in a bit, get a better view, and ask you another question. So here we have lots of different types of sweeteners. Obviously this is sugar here. We've had sugar since 1069, so almost 1,000 years we've had sugar with the world. That has changed a little bit over the years, but it's fine. It's just sugar. And basically sucralose here is sugar that has been changed. So this is from the plant, and it gets made into this powder that and that little powder, that one tablespoonful here, is about 5 grams, and that is 23 calories. Now, calories are energy. It's a unit of energy for the body. So sugar gives you the energy. You can run about and have energy, and obviously that's a good thing. So we need some sugar to give us some energy. That's how the body uses it. Now, sucralose, as I said, they changed sugar. Scientists got together and they changed sugar so it had 0 calories. They did this in 1976. And this is sucralose here, same amount, it's the same sort of 5 grams, tablespoon amount here. Then we have saccharin. Saccharin was discovered 1879, first ever sweetener, and that is only about 3 calories, so it's probably maybe 2 or 3, depends what you read. And again, same 5 grams there. That's the sort of calories you look at. Then over here we have aspartame. That's what I call it, aspartame, whatever you want to call it. 1965 this was discovered. You can't use it in baking because as it heats up it breaks down and you don't get the sweetness anymore. And again, it's about sort of 4 calories for that amount that's sitting there. And the new one here, well, I'll say new one, but it's been around for a long time. It's only new to the market. It's only newly coming out. 1901, called stevia, and again it's from plants, similar to sugar, from plants, and again that amount there is 0 calories. So people who count calories, they think this is good. Now, all these different types of sweeteners. If you look at the Diet Coke here, on the back it will have the ingredients. I'm hoping you can see this. And it says on this particular one, it is with if I can find it for you, aspartame right there. Okay, so that has 0 calories because it has aspartame here in it. 0 calories. Whereas if this one is just the sugar, pure sugar, which is why it has 35 grams of sugar in it to keep it sweet. So here's my question for you. There's lots of opinions about sweeteners. They're good, they're bad. I would like you to do 2 things for me. First one is think about the question I asked earlier. How many grams of sugar are you meant to have a day, maximum? Then think about these sweeteners we have here, the 4 sweeteners. Why do we use them? Okay? Each one has its benefits, has its drawbacks, but why do we use them? And I want you to think about them compared to sugar. They are all sweeter than sugar, so you need less of them, okay? But how much sweeter? So for example, sucralose, is it twice as sweet? Is it 3 times as sweet? Is it 5 times as sweet? That's what I'd like you to think about. Now again, I'm not asking you to research it, just send in your ideas and I'll give you the answer at the end of the video, okay? So, saccharin, how much sweeter than sugar? Sucralose, how much sweeter? Aspartame, how much sweeter? Stevia, how much sweeter? That's all we have to do. Now, if you want to go further, you could look into each of those, look into one of them even, and discover what's good about them, what's bad about them. But all I'm looking for, minimum, is how many grams of sugar are you meant to have each day, max? And how much sweeter are these? 3 times sweeter, 4 times, 5 times, what do you think? Okay, on Seesaw, let me see your ideas. Okay, bye for now. Okay, here's the answers. So, first thing, "24 grams of sugar. That is how much you should have in a day. Children your age, that is how much you should have as a maximum a day. Now think about this can of Coke again. 35 grams in 1 can of full fat Coke. So if you have more than that, that's more than your amount you're supposed to have, then you're looking at causing yourself health problems. So 24 grams. I will leave this at the side here. Hopefully you can still see that. Yes, you can. So let's look at the other ones then. How much sweeter were the other ones? Aspartame, let's start with that one. That is up here. That is 200 times sweeter than sugar. 200 times. And yet it's only 4 calories. Then we have the stevia, also 200 times sweeter than sugar. Then if I come the other side, we have the sucralose, which is the highest. That is 600 times sweeter than sugar. 600 times. And the last one, the saccharin, is 300 times sweeter than your sugar. Okay, there you go. There's your answers. 24 grams. Hundreds of times sweeter. Amazing. You will see these. If you look on the back of any food, look at the ingredients in the back of things, you will see these sweeteners. Why do we use them? What do you think? Anyway, thank you for looking into it this week. Thank you for your ideas. Bye for now.